What's going on, everybody? We back today with another behind the scenes of one of our weddings. And today I got a special piece of gear with me. I hate to talk about it, but I shouldn't have it, but it's here. So I had a little incident at one of my other weddings where I clearly just was not watching, and my last drone was in the pond. So we here with the Mavic 3 Classic today. So I'm excited actually about this. That I actually get to have this drone and just test it out, because this is a drone that I am going to be using in the future. Like currently, I don't own this drone, but I will. I feel like I will maybe in the next year or so have it. So like I said, I'm excited to talk about it. And yeah, so we're gonna be talking about today is of course the drone and kind of some of the specs of the drone a little bit. I ain't gonna go fully in detail because I just got it probably like 2-3 days ago. So I flew a little bit of it like the other day, but I'm still, trying to see what all the best capabilities it has as far as the features, because I heard it's got a lot of different features than my Mavic 2 Pro. So, but yeah, we're finna get into this video and stay tuned for the rest. So one thing I have heard about, like one of the best features that this drone has is the battery life. Normally my Mavic 2 Pro, it lasts me about probably like 20 something minutes, probably like 22 minutes. But this one actually, you can see on my screen right now, it's actually saying 41 minutes, which is amazing, because that's a long time for you to get enough shots for whatever you need. Because typically this place is beautiful. We need to go over here though. It's amazing. Yeah, as soon as I picked up this drone, one of my favorite features was the visual assistance. Like the Mavic 2 Pro does not have that at all. It only have just the sensors. And it has less sensors than this drone does too. This drone, I feel like it has about 12 sensors on it, because they have about like 4 in the back and 2 in the front. So it's a lot more sensors on it. So if you worried about running to a tree or whatnot, this drone definitely has the necessary sensors for that. Because as you can see on my screen, like I can see directly behind me, where I don't have to actually turn the drone completely around just to see where I'm at. So just then I see some trees and I can stop. Like I love that feature. That's what I'm saying. It's definitely a candidate for me to get this drone in the future, because those type of shots I wouldn't know unless I hit it or get right close to it, right opponent. So and also I want to hit on as the controller. Like normally I use my phone to capture all this, because the Mavic 2 Pro doesn't have its own remote. So I really rely on the control, like my phone screen. But since this one, it already has its own built-in screen, and this is the RC remote. This is not the Pro, and they have different bundles with it, but I'm gonna get a little bit more on that in a minute. But this controller is definitely a game changer. I had a friend that told me to get one a long time ago, and I kind of put it off because I had other stuff I needed to get first, and I already had all the drone stuff situated. But since I'm seeing this and the quality of the screen and how easy it is just to pull it out and just go with it, I should have got this drone, this type of remote for my Mavic 2 Pro. I think if you have a drone, I definitely would say get one of these. And the only difference from the Mavic 3 Classic and the Mavic 3 Pro and Cine, the other two lineups has a dual camera on it. Like I think one of them have 3 separate cameras, and one has 2. This one does have 1, and it can still zoom in. The other cameras actually can zoom in more than this drone, but that's really the only difference. They have the same sensors, same size. Same everything, propellers, same controllers, same settings. Maybe a little bit different since it got the zoom, but practically the same stuff. And so that's one reason why I was definitely considering about getting this drone instead of those other ones, because it practically got the same. And I don't think it's gonna be a lot of times where I'm gonna be using the zoom in, the tight zoom anyway. So hey, I think this is definitely a better candidate for me. Coming from the Mavic 2 Pro, definitely look at this drone if you feel like you don't need all that extra zoom stuff, and plus it's cheaper. This drone only comes at, just for the drone itself, I think it's like $1,500. If not, I'm gonna correct myself on the screen, but the price that I'm looking for, where it has the extra battery and stuff, is $1,700. So you guys want to always remember about when flying a drone, use your rule of thirds and always use depth. That's something I always hint at, because like right now on the screen, as you can see, giving that, putting in the rule of third and creating depth with your shots makes your shots looks way more cinematic than ever. And I want to kind of hit on the type of, it has another feature called the cruise control, where it's basically when you just going in one direction and you hit your button. I think I'm gonna use it right here. But when you put it in cruise, let's say I'm going just strictly to the side. If I just put it in that direction and push cruise control, it will keep going that way. Like it will hit the angles. Like now I'm not shooting that shot no more. And that what makes that so amazing. Like you have no idea. Because normally when you flying it manually yourself, you tend to not go as straight as you want. Sometimes you have to be very tedious. Especially if you're not light on your hands or your fingertips. So that is something that I realize everybody that has this drone loves about it. And I think I'm gonna love it today too. So this shot right here, I'm finna get. This is a shot I always struggle to get because it can just go completely off course. Since I got the cruise control, it just does it straight on. I don't have to really do any more work. And I struggle with that shot a lot. You have no idea. A lot. Just that simple. Going straight back. It's hard to do that actually. Even though you got the rule of thirds on. Nice. I want to get a shot of this over here too. So y'all. And key tip, don't be like me. Always know where your drone is in the sky. Always. That's against the law anyway. So, you know, sometimes we do just get caught up like, okay, it's just gonna be over there for a second. It ain't gonna be. But we always get in the habit of just like, it's just right there and I'm coming right back, and don't know where it is exactly in the sky. Even though that's the rule where you should always be line of sight with your drone. So don't be like me, because that's what happened when I wrecked my Mavic 2 Pro. Bless his soul. Bless his soul to Megatron 2.0. That's his name. That's his name. And every time you fly, make sure you look in the sky too. If you're not in the airspace or not, just always make sure you always don't scan it, but look one section of the sky, another section. Because if you're taking your FAA test, they're gonna ask you down your test. That's one of the questions. So. But yeah, we're gonna step over here. The sensors, so I won't run into nothing. And I like how they kind of like show how the stuff where it is. I like that. It's different from the Mavic 2 Pro. But as you can see, that this battery is lasting a long time. We've been filming. I'm still at 29%, and it's saying I got 10 minutes left. But I've been flying it this entire time. So, like I said, this battery is amazing. So if you guys want me to do a review on this drone, most likely I'm planning on doing it. But if there is anything else that you haven't heard about this drone you want to see me talk about, put it down in the comments. Because I'm definitely going to make a review video on this drone very soon. So, but overall, my first impression flying it, this is like my third time flying it. Definitely really like it. I can tell it's new and technology is different. Even the way how it flies is definitely different from the Mavic 2 Pro. So, but other than that, let's get into some more behind the scenes of this wedding.